else, yeah.
I think one of the things too is teaching them leverage, right? So give it away. If it's not something you're supposed to be doing, give it to the person whose job it is. So we have systems for everything. We have a contracts closing admin, we have a listing admin, we have a DO who picks up everything else. We have somebody who goes out and puts up our signs, our brochures, those types of things. And sometimes somebody will be working on a listing and I'm like, why are you working on the listing? You work on the contract, let them do their job. So teaching them to give it away and do what they're great at. Because usually agents aren't great at the paperwork stuff. Yeah. They're better at communication and working with people and those relationships. But letting the people who really love to do the paperwork, do the paperwork. And they do it at a better level than we do. So we do use the calendar. So everybody has a Google Calendar. So when you walk into our team, you get to create your Google Calendar and everybody has access to it. So they can tell what I'm doing, I can tell what they're doing, so that we know if we have a listing appointment that calls and we need to send somebody out, we know instantly who's available to do that. So we do Google Calendar. We do time blocking, so we do in the mornings. We get everybody in the morning. I like to see everybody there by 9 o'clock. They're like, be flexible. I'm trying to be more flexible. But 9 o'clock, the excitement is together, right? When you hear somebody that's going under contract, we have a lot of rock stars on our team, but we have one new agent that is really just killing it. Like, she is out to beat me, which is so exciting. I think for all of us, we enjoy the competition. It's friendly. But keeping them on task, using the system, put everything in your calendar so personal things are an appointment. So if your kid's basketball game starts at 4 o'clock, it's in your calendar. We want you to go to those things. That's why we're doing this job. If I can't go see my grandkids play basketball, I don't want to do this anymore. And then make sure that you're setting boundaries with people. So we have a tendency to let our clients just suck up all of our time. Instead of really saying we have another appointment behind this, I've actually asked one of my agents to set a timer. So when he starts talking to people, because he can be on the phone for an hour over one thing that should have taken 10 minutes, and then he wonders why he's so far behind. So setting a timer to have a cadence to how long, and I think a lot of times he doesn't know he's talking to them for an hour, and then it just, because they're very friendly and they like their people. So keeping consistency and then not letting people interrupt your time. So if I need time by myself, my door is closed. That means do not interrupt me. And if it's half cracked, you could come in, and if it's open, you can just walk in. So I think too, just adding the admin on that. I know we talk about the sales team a lot, but the admin are a huge benefit to us. And they have goals too, and I think a lot of time we forget that. Like, we're so driven on what's the number, how many are we closing, and we forget the people that are really there supporting us and leveraging us, and to thank them, and then know what their goals are too, because I'm sure they don't want to be an admin their entire life. They may want to move up to a DOO or expansion team. They maybe want to be in sales, but figuring out what their goal is too, and we have 411s with the intent. Everybody on the team once a week, just to keep us all aligned. They're 15-minute appointments, they're pretty quick, and then we do the 12-week year. So we've started doing that, so that's getting a little bit better.